Okay, welcome to week 8. Congratulations, you've made it through the full 8 weeks. You've made it through all of the assignments, you made it through all of the essays, the revision, the writing process, the lectures, and so now you're at the end, the very final portfolio. Okay, I just want to congratulate you on the accomplishment thus far. Okay, regardless of whatever grade you might receive in the class, you've definitely made it through and you've learned something. You really have. I wanted to assure you that what you've learned in this class is not something that you just are going to walk away from and forget about. Okay, you might forget somewhat about mass incarceration, but I really doubt you will forget about the writing process. This is something that is going to carry over into really every class that you have where you're going to write an essay. This is a skill. This is a foundation, really, of academia. So the stress, the late nights, the long research sessions, the revisions, the rewriting, the free writing, all of that is going to carry over into another class. You're going to do all that same stuff for your next class, for a history class, for a biology class, for a psychology class, for any class really that involves some type of essay writing assignment. Now, writing for the sciences may be different than writing for the humanities. It might be different for writing for the social sciences. So there is different conventions for different genres, different academic genres. However, research is research, writing is writing, rhetoric is rhetoric. So just know that you have gained a skill that is really the foundation of academia. It is something that will carry over into every single class you have. If you have a writing assignment in a math class, which in a high level theoretical analytical math class you could have writing, is possible, it will apply. Okay, so I just want to assure you of that. This class is not something that you're just going to walk away from and go, okay, well that was great, just a one-time class and never really think much of it. No, it's really the foundation. So you'll be building upon. I want to encourage you to always keep in mind your writing skill and always your writing development through your career as an undergrad student. Okay, so you have 3, 4 more years of this. So the next class you take, I want you to think about these things that you've learned and really apply them because they will help you to be successful in your next classes. Okay, I assure you of that. So that's really what an English class is. It's not necessarily, we're not studying literature. This isn't a literature course, of course. It's a writing course. So you've really gained a practical skill. Okay, because I've taken English classes where you walk away and you go, okay, what did I learn? I read some novels, I read some books, I read some things, but you there wasn't much practical skill that was gained from that class. So I might have learned critical thinking, maybe some theoretical thinking, but from this, you're learning practical skill of writing. So I want you to look through the course objectives in our syllabus and look through that and see what the student learning outcomes are for this course. And I want you to take that, because if someone asks you, what did you learn in this class? It should correlate with the student learning outcome. So you should be able to tell someone, I learned this in this class based on the student learning outcomes. And I hope that the student learning outcomes in the syllabus match with what you've learned and how you feel about what you've learned in this class. So that's really what's going to play into this reflection that you're going to be working on. And let me say that this reflection is very unique. I didn't have this in the English course that I took. It was just write your final essay and you're done. But you're being required or being asked to kind of think through, analytically, think through critically what you have learned. It's that you've learned it. Now you're going to tell me what you've learned and how you've learned it and how you've reached this point in your writing thus far. That's really valuable because most courses don't ask you that. This would be something interesting to have as a capstone project. Write an essay, write a substantive writing project on all of your cumulative education that you've learned in your bachelor's career, undergraduate career. Could you imagine that? You don't have to do that, fortunately, but it would be something very unique, and it would really help you understand what you've learned. There are people that graduate from college and they don't really know what they've learned. They've taken classes, they've earned a degree, but they don't really know what they've learned. So this gives you opportunity, at least for this class, to be able to answer those questions. What have I learned and how have I learned it? And what was the process that I went through to learn it? Okay, so it's very valuable. You're really getting something very valuable out of this assignment. So I want to encourage you to really give it all, give it your best effort, because it will really add all that value to the class, even that much more from what you've been given, what you've gained so far. So. But I just want to congratulate you. One thing about this class too is, with it being a writing class, it's not just writing; it's learning how to persevere through, through an academic course. Endurance is so important, and this is another thing that's going to carry over into your other classes. There'll be moments where you'll want to quit, where you'll want to give up, where you'll want to cheat, where you'll have temptation to just give in, give up, say, "I'm done. I can't handle this anymore. It's too much." Every student goes through that. So this kind of a class really does give you an opportunity to experience that early on. So it's something that gives you an opportunity to endure through, to build those skills, and then you'll likely apply that to other courses. So you'll have plenty of other courses where you think, how am I going to make it through? But you will if you keep moving forward. Okay. So if you've made it to the end, you didn't drop. You're still working on the work. So that's something to congratulate on. That's something very important. You've made your best effort to make it through the class. And always, there's nothing wrong with dropping a class. I've dropped classes. Everybody drops a class if they have to, and there's reasons that happens, and there's valid reasons for that. There's chances. I mean, there's instances where you may not pass a class. That's a reality that happens. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's unfortunate, but it happens. I've had to retake classes. Plenty of professors, plenty of people that have PhDs have had to retake classes. No one is a perfect student. I mean, well, I guess if you go to Harvard or something like that, there are those out there that are very gifted. Let's not deny that. But there are others out there that it takes more of an effort. It takes more of a deliberate, disciplined effort to get through these types of classes. So I just want to commend you on that. I don't want to overstate that, but honestly, I want to thank you for staying through the course and for giving it all you have, and for really being diligent in all of your assignments. So I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to help you through this process, to have a part in your academic experience. It's really been an honor and a pleasure to answer emails and to grade papers and to be there and to consult with you and to be an advisor in a certain way, certain point. I think of, I'm your professor for this class, but I'm also a consultant in a way for your writing. Okay, so it's been a good experience for me. I've enjoyed the experience with all of you, and I just want to say best of luck to you. The Lord bless you in your future classes, and I just hope that you continue to persevere and continue to be successful in all that you put your mind to while you're at CBU and CBU Online. All right. Well, again, thank you very much for time that you spent in the 8 weeks of this class, and I pray the best for you, and the Lord be with you through all that you do at CBU. All right. God bless.